Hi YouTube, thank you for watching. This is Dr. Todd Austin from Austin Family Chiropractic in Verdon, Illinois, and this is my fourth episode about concussions that I'm doing here in 2017 around the beginning of the football season. The last episode I talked about the mechanism of concussions. If you haven't seen that, I have the URL in the link below if you're watching this on YouTube. So please check that one out about the mechanism of concussions. On this episode, I'm going to talk about what's known as second impact syndrome or second injury syndrome. If you want me to honestly tell you about concussions, it's really not the first concussion that concerns me. It's the second or third concussions that happen too soon because the first one didn't heal correctly. And that's when we get what's known as second impact or second injury syndrome. And that's one of the things that could really increase our chances of getting something like CTE in the long run, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. When we get a concussion, we really need to give it proper time to heal. Now, if you're an athlete, if you're a football player or any other sport where you could be concussed, if you think you may have gotten a concussion but you're not sure, we're looking at long-term safety of you as an individual. Let's put the team dynamics aside right here and look at where are you going to be when you're 40 or 50 years old enjoying your family life. This really needs to come into play. We need to let the testosterone and the adrenaline take a seat here, and we need to think about long-term ramifications on your brain. We really need to report that. We need to report it to the athletic trainer. We need to report it to one of your doctors. We need to let your parents know. We need to let the coach know. I think I may have a concussion. I'm really not sure. The trainer or the doctor on the sideline should then evaluate that. And the deal is, if they feel that you should not return to the game, you should not return to the game. And this is not the time for you to start smiling at them and acting silly and trying to talk your way back into the game. If they think you need to leave the game, follow the concussion protocol, then by all means you need to comply with that. You need to comply with that and not try to sneak back into the game. Your long-term health is, as a clinician, that's what I'm most concerned about. Yeah, I hope the team wins, but I'm more concerned about your health as a clinician than I am the team winning. Okay, that is secondary. That is totally secondary. Second injury syndrome, just like I said, happens when we've had too many concussive episodes too quickly together and they have not been allowed to heal. Let's say we have a first concussion and the medical doctors, trainers, chiropractors decide that it's going to take you 2 weeks to fully recover from this. Then they re-examine you, reevaluate you, they return you to play in 2 weeks. They feel everything's fine. Let's say another week or two down the road you get another concussion. That's unfortunate, but second injury syndrome is really not in play there because we did get a full recovery between them, okay? Obviously, that does kind of suck that you had 2 concussions in a matter of about a month, but at least we gave proper time for the brain to heal. Now, if there was a third concussive episode and it was too soon, doctors might determine, it's time to shut this kid down for the season. Or, if we had 4 or 5 within a couple of years, they may determine, well, it's time for this guy to give up the sport of football. And it's, once again, it's unfortunate just the way that it could be. What we do not want to see is a guy getting 2 or 3 concussions in a matter of a week or two, or sometimes even within a matter of the same game, because they didn't get reported. So any potential concussive event needs to be reported. As a player, you need to take that seriously. As parents of a player, or providers, healthcare providers of a player, coaches of a player, you really need to take that seriously, folks, because second injury syndrome is what really scares the heck out of me versus a single concussive episode. Some players play for years and never have a concussion, or they have 2 or 3, but they're, several years apart. When we get 2 or 3, within a couple of weeks, that is not a good scenario for long-term healing. I hope that now you understand the seriousness of second injury syndrome and hopefully, whether you're a player, a football player, a parent, a coach, or a healthcare provider, you can be on the lookout for that and make sure that all of your athletes that are getting concussions are giving it proper time to let it heal before there would be any risk or exposure to a second impact. So thank you for watching. Hope this was helpful, and stay tuned for further episodes that I will be doing on concussion. Thank you very much, and enjoy football season.